Hi, this is Emily. Um, I'm still struggling with depression, and although I was in the hospital, um, I'm having a hard time. And the the thing is, it's tax season now. I have to gear up for tax season. I have responsibilities and obligations, and then after tax season, I'm planning a trip to England and Netherlands to see my friend Taylor and go to a Green Day concert. But I am not really doing that well. I'm struggling with depression. Um, I'm having sleepless nights. I'm having anxiety. I'm worried about my finances. I'm not going to get into politics, but I'm not happy right now. And that was the reason I attempted suicide in the first place. When when Trump won the presidency, I've been through that 4 years previously, and then the craziness when Biden won and him not relentlessly attacking and saying that it wasn't fair and he's the biggest sore loser ever. And now he's back, and it's my worst nightmare. And I'm transgender. I knew this was going to happen, that he was going to go and do all these terrible things. And I'm not just worried about my community, I'm worried about a lot of people, minorities, immigrants, uh, people of color, people of religious that are not um, uh, Christian white nationalists, which is not a religion, it's a cult. I'm really scared, and I don't even want to be here anymore. I wish I could leave this country, but where would I go? And I have my family here, I got my cats, I got everything here. I wish I was gone, actually. I wish I was dead because I don't want to be here. I can't take this. And I have to find a way to keep going though. I have no choice. I really have to fight. But I'm miserable, and that was why I attempted suicide to begin with, so I didn't have to live through this. But I don't know, I wasn't planning for this to happen, that I was gonna survive. I wasn't planning for that. I was really planning to go. My life insurance was all set from my wife and son. I wouldn't more have worries about the finances, my mortgage. I really wanted to go, and now I find myself in this position, and I wasn't anticipating that. But I will say that the doctors, nurses, and the paramedics, and even my family, really worked to get me to save my life, and I'm just not sure how to go forward. I'm really not, and I'm just trying to do what I can to survive. I'm doing Uber. I'm driving people. I'm responsible. I would never endanger anybody, but I'm just not happy, and I don't know how to be happy. My cats help me. They make me feel good. The people I drive are nice people, and I'm helping people, and I'm being helped too. But I wasn't anticipating surviving my suicide attempt. It wasn't the first time I attempted and survived, but this time I really wasn't anticipating surviving that. And I don't know. I just wished I could find my way and be happy, but I'm not happy. And we got into 4 years of this, and what's beyond that, I don't know. Um, I am not being mean, but I don't want to associate with people that, I'll put it bluntly, Trump supporters. I can't. I cannot deal with people who support that guy because I despise him. I hate him. I hate what he's doing to our country. I hate that he is a hater, that he singles out. And you might be against me because I hate him, but I have reasons why I hate him. And why is it that he can only hate? That he can single out people and make life hard for those people? Damn well I hate them. I hate them. I hate him. And I don't know, man. I wish he would just go away. My mind is not healthy. I'm not doing well. And I just wish that he would go away. I really do. I'm very depressed. And I don't know. I don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. I know that I'm not going to stay much longer with the way things are happening. And I don't want to bear witness to that. But I want my son to be okay, and I love my son. And I wish I could be a strong source of support for him. I really do. And I don't know. I really don't know what to say. I'm extremely depressed, sad. And when I was in the hospital, they even said, you could stay here 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, a year. It wouldn't matter. Because the things that are troubling me, there's no cure for it. There's no cure. And they just give me medicine, and they had a nurse babysitting me. I was with her around the clock, and then another nurse would come because they were concerned that I could hurt myself. And they showed me, trying to show me ways to deal with my anxiety and fear. And I wrote. I even passed things on to my son to try to keep my page active. And, he wanted to know if I was okay. And but I didn't want to see people the way I felt. Especially Matthew. I don't want him to be hurting, because I'm hurting, And I don't know. I'm supposed to be a source of strength to my son, not a source of weakness. And I don't want people to see me in my vulnerable moments. But I'm not at the type that I can put on a brave face always. I try, but I can't always do that. It's not true. I'm not happy. When I'm driving Uber, I have no choice. I have to be upbeat and, I don't really talk a lot anyway. I try to give the passengers their privacy. But if the conversation comes up, sure, I will talk. But I also have to focus on the road. That's my main priority, is getting the passengers safely to their destination. And I need to always be alert. So I really don't like to be constantly talking when I'm driving, because I really need to pay attention. But it helps me. And I meet people, and, same with doing tax returns. I like to do that. It helps me. And I feel like I'm staying mentally sharp. But I have to find ways to try to deal with my depression. And this presidency is not helping in any way. In fact, it's making me more depressed. And the news, too, I don't watch the news anymore. I can't. I have to tune it out because it really triggers me and makes me sad. And I have to get away from that. I like to go to movies. I like to write. I like to record albums, occasionally do a video. And I love to be with my cats. And I like to go out with my son and talk to my friends and watch movies and just relax and hang out and listen to music. I like Green Day. I like Jimmy Eat World and Fall Out Boy. I like Neon Trees. I started getting into, but since I heard that song on the radio, and I couldn't, for the life of me, I couldn't figure out who was singing or what the song title was. And then luckily I heard it again after a long time without knowing what that song was. And I got all excited because I found out the song and I learned about Neon Trees. I heard of Neon Trees years ago, but I never really listened to their music. I didn't really know what their music was like. And then that song came on the radio and I said, wow, that's a great song. And I had to know who it was. And then I found out months after I heard it for the first time. And I was so happy. I was like a kid who got a Christmas present. I was happy. And I'm happy I went on that trip to California with Matthew and my friend Taylor. We had a great time. It was a wonderful trip. I'd like to do that again if I could, but I don't know if I have the energy. And my car, I really have to baby the car because I'm using it a lot more for Uber and Lyft. And I like talking to my friends. I have a friend out in Nevada that I used to work with, Steve. He's cool. And we talk a lot. Well, we talk on the phone, but it's fun to talk to people, and Steve is one of them. Friends I like to talk to. I miss my friend Paul, who passed away last year. I miss my friend Robert, who passed away 2 years ago. And I think in a way I'm wanting to go myself sometimes. I believe I will see my parents again and my friends and family, relatives, my nephew who passed. But I am also worried for Matthew. I want to be here for Matthew. I love Matthew. I love my cats. And I'm torn. I'm really torn. And I just don't know sometimes how to cope with that. I'm an honest person. I'm kind, compassionate. I never really had hate. But when Trump came onto the scene, it really brought out that hate in me because he's evil. And I hate him, but I can't. I just hate him. What can I say? But I want to have kindness and compassion and do good and find happiness. But, you know, I like baseball. I like to watch the games. But I'm just tired because I see all these players making tons of money. And here I'm struggling just to make my mortgage payments. And I'm watching a game with these high-priced prima donnas. And it just makes me so depressed and sad because they make too much money. And I'm just trying to make it. And I can't even enjoy my life. I feel like I'm got a ball and chain tied around my ankle. And I'll never know what it's like to feel debt-free or no stress. I'll never know that feeling. I'll die with the mortgage balance. And I'm used to it. What can I say? I just got to do the best I can and hope for Maddie to be okay and find his happiness and me. I don't know, but I'm going to say something that's probably going to make people upset. But I know that when I die, it's either God calls me and I'm relieved, or I'll die by my own hands, basically. Because there's going to come a point where I'm just going to say I've had it. Just like my father, when he committed suicide, he came to that point. And that point may be only 2 years away, because that's when my long-term disability terms out, and my Social Security payment will not meet my mortgage payment. It's less than what my mortgage payment monthly is, and I don't make enough with Uber to make up for that lost income when my long-term disability payment of $3,000 terms out in December 31st of 2026. So if I'm going to go, that's the best time to go. So I don't have to worry about finances and a mortgage and just worried about the future of Social Security. I'll be ready, because I can't see myself living beyond that when I can't even afford my house. And if I had to sell, where would I go? And it would break up the family, so I'm not looking forward to that. So I'm praying God will take me before that happens. And if I'm not, if it's not my time for that reason, then I'll just go by my own hands. My own hands, that will be the only other way, because I can't worry, and I can't. And I don't know what else to say. I'm just trying to be rational, be practical. I can't afford a house in 2 years from now and live with that prospect. I can't. I'm a CPA, I'm an accountant. I can't do it, and I can't take that pressure. And if my wife doesn't help me, then that's it. I can't go beyond that. I'm not a magician. I can't just pull money out of a hat. So it's a sad situation. I wish I didn't have to be in that situation, but it is what it is, and I don't know what I can do about that. Anyway, I'm not trying to make people sad or depressed. I'm not trying to hurt people, but I'm being realistic with my situation. I even called 988 today and talked to someone after I did my Uber drive in New Jersey, dropped off a nice lady and her daughter. On my way home, I called 988 and I talked to someone, and I told them that I'm upset with this presidency. I'm worried about my finances. I don't see how I can survive beyond 2 years from now when my long-term disability terms out. I'm really in a bad situation, and I just don't know. If I have to sell my house, then I have to find an apartment, and I don't know what's going to happen with my wife, but if she doesn't help me with the mortgage, that's not my fault. And it's foolish, because she can't get a place at this price, even though it's a high price, $3,200 a month. She can't get a place like that for her, her mom, her brother, and I'm not going to get a place here in Long Island for that amount, even if I rent. So it's a foolish issue, foolish proposition to have to sell and not know what to do. But if she doesn't help, then I got no choice. I'm desperate, and suicide sometimes looks like the only other option I have. In 2 years, I was planning to go sooner. With this presidency, I didn't want to be here, but I survived. People saved my life, and I'm very depressed, and I just don't know. Anyway, I'm just rambling on now, and I don't want to do that. I'm not a rambling man. Thank you.